Hey Gemini, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot for your weekly reading for the week of March 14th to the 21st. We're going to be pulling a bunch of cards here to get an idea of your general energies for this week, as well as any challenges that you'll be facing and some advice on how to overcome those challenges. If you haven't checked out your monthly reading, I really suggest you do so because your monthly reading was great. And you can go ahead and check that out in the description down below after this video, most preferably. So Gemini, you've been on like a roll recently. You've had like this energy of like getting started on a new passion project, and other people right now, they're starting to see the passion that you have. They're seeing the fiery energy and they're starting to join you. And speaking of fiery energies here, we have the Ram, which is normally associated with Aries. So this is you really being passionate, getting started on something new. And it's the Ace of Acorns card, which is all about creative force and confidence. Perfect, right? Just as we were saying. So Gemini, you are on a roll this month. I don't know what you're doing, but you're killing it. There's a Gemini out there who is working on like some big passion project right now. And you're bringing so much fiery energy to what you're doing that it's like inciting other people to join you. It's like, you know, everybody, they like touch this project and then they become like electrified with what you're doing. So Gemini, let's go ahead and see what kind of challenges that you're facing this week in particular. So this week in particular, I think that with the King of Cups here, you're just having like a little bit of a difficult time managing your emotions a little bit. Maybe you can be like a little too excited about what you're doing. You see the cup of emotion with this project overflowing, and because of that, you might be like pushing other people away. Maybe people are starting to see some changes in you too. Like maybe you've always been like a really subdued, calm Gemini. You know, you've been like really like introverted and you like don't like, you know, reach out that much to other people. But now because of this project, you feel like a fire has been lit, and maybe you're starting to change and you're starting to network more and talk to people, and other people who've known you for a long time are starting to see that, and maybe they feel as though like, oh, is Gemini changing? Is this like a new Gemini or something? Like, are they gonna leave us behind? So I think that right now you're just like having a hard time managing all those emotions, and then also getting it to fit with what other people kind of expect of you. You know, like you're not like fitting everybody's mold anymore, Gemini. Gemini, in your recent past, you had the Seven of Cups, wonderful abundance of opportunities, so many opportunities that you're almost not sure what to choose, but I think that you chose the right project here. Like you had all these options and then you got it down to one. So I see a Gemini who's really like laser focused right now, really honing in on one thing. And in the future here, you're just like really moving forward on that project. You know, you can read a little bit negatively into the Chariot card as though it's like you're being swayed back and forth. But I don't really see that here in this reading. I see a Gemini, the Chariot card here is just you literally just moving forward, just like getting out of like where you were before. And I think that you're moving past your defenses, how I kind of talked about maybe you're a Gemini who's changing up how you're dealing with people. You're becoming a little bit more extroverted. You're willing to talk to more people, engage with people because you're feeling so excited about what you're doing. You're so giddy, right? And that's you really moving past those barriers. You're moving past the city walls. You're going somewhere new. Like you're really like a trailblazer at this moment, Gemini. Super exciting to see. I really like what's going on with Gemini this last month. It's like crazy energy for Gemini. Here in your area of above, what you're showing to the world, we have the King of Swords card. And the King of Swords card has been coming up in quite a few readings. And for some reason, I don't know if it's because it's springtime right now, but I'm really noticing the butterfly on the throne here. I'm noticing the butterfly because it almost symbolizes transformation, some kind of growth. You know, so the King of Swords card is about having like that strong, domineering energy, setting barriers and boundaries. But I see it, there's also a strength in being the butterfly too. And like, in order to like, you built up like this cocoon for yourself, and then finally something is instigated, some sort of change in you. And it's this big passion project that you're working on, Gemini, and that's the thing that's allowed you to like sprout. You're like the butterfly right now. So, I mean, this is like a beautiful, huge transformation for Gemini. I mean, this last like couple weeks has been crazy for Gemini. And here in your area up below, we have the Two of Pentacles cards. This is you really putting things into motion right now. This is you have a lot of things are moving all the time. Like as soon as you wake up in the morning, Gemini, you're probably thinking about this project. As soon as you go to bed, you're thinking about this project. You feel as though like if you're moving forward with the Chariot card, these are like the gears in your head right now that are turning constantly. So a lot of cool energy here, Gemini. I really like to see this. This is a Gemini entering a totally new phase of their life, and they're really going to grow a lot because of it. In your area of advice, we have the World card here, so a big completion of a cycle. I think that you've completed the cycle of being like this really introverted kind of Gemini. You've moved past like, oh, I need to like just keep my head down, and like, oh, I'm not too passionate about anything. Now you know, like you're super passionate about whatever this project is, and so you're closing the chapter on like this last part of your life. The World card here, it really symbolizes not just like you having the world at your disposal, it really symbolizes you completing a chapter, like closing some sort of cycle. So you have like a lot of strong energy entering into this new portion of your life, Gemini. And here with your external factors, we have the Knight of Wands card. So there are going to be other people coming into your life right now who have that same fiery, passionate energy, and they're going to like take it up from like a 9 to a 10, basically, Gemini. So I'd be on the lookout right now for people who are going to join your project as team members, who are going to bring a lot of that same level of passion because they see it in you. They've been looking for somebody else who's like them, and now they're starting to see that passion in you. They're going to hone in on that, and you're going to like work together, and it's going to go like crazy. Like whatever this Gemini is working on, it's really going to explode over the next like couple weeks or couple months. In your area of hopes and fears, you're worried about everything like collapsing. Like you see this big project, you see the potential that it has, whatever you're working on here, Gemini, but you also see the potential that it has to like self-destruct, you know? And you feel a lot of weight on your shoulders because maybe you're in a leadership position now of this project, and if things don't go as planned, it's kind of all on you. Like if this project doesn't manifest, it's almost your fault. So I think that right now you're feeling the weight of that with the Tower card. The Tower moment here, it's not coming, it hasn't come, you know, it's not going to come in and swoop in, destroy your whole project, but you're worried about it though, and that's something that's kind of like at the back of your mind right now. Here in your area of an outcome, we have the Five of Swords card, the Seven of Swords card, which is like a little bit of betrayal, a little bit of deceit on the horizon, or you could just be acting really subversively too. I don't see anybody really coming in here to like destroy your project, Gemini, but I could see you acting really subversively. Like maybe this project that you're working on, you have crazy new ideas to manifest or to tackle this project that nobody else has ever done before. So right now what you're doing now, Gemini, you're like, I don't know, you're doing something really subversive here. I don't know what it is, but Gemini, you're on some cool energy right now. I really like it. Gemini, here at the end of your reading though, we're going to pull 3 cards for 3 yes, no, or maybe questions. So if you want to pause the video and think of those questions, we're going to pull 1, 2, and 3. Very interesting. So here for your first question, I have a yes. For your second question, I have a maybe. And for your last question here, I have a definite yes. And what's interesting to me is the Seven of Cups card here, and then your answer card is also the Seven of Cups coming up right under that. So that's kind of like reaffirming that you had all these options and opportunities, but you honed in on one thing recently. So Gemini, if this reading resonated with you, please check out your sun, moon, and rising. Also subscribe down below because that helps us out the most. And you can also, again, check out your monthly reading because that's going to paint a picture for the entire month for you. Gemini, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot. We'll see you next week.